The strangest jobs people actually had in history. Some people in the past got paid to do things that sound completely unreal today. And the craziest part? These were normal jobs back then. Let's get into it. Number 1. Paid crying expert. Today, funerals are quiet and respectful, but in the past, they could be loud and dramatic. Families would hire people whose only job was to cry, and not just normal crying, loud screaming, falling on the ground, tearing clothes, the whole performance. The more emotional it looked, the more it showed how important the person was. So basically, strangers were hired to make the funeral feel more real. Number 2, the window tapper. Before phones, alarms, or anything like that, waking up on time was a real problem, so people paid someone to do it for them. These workers would walk through the streets super early in the morning, carrying long sticks. Their job? Tap on windows until the person inside woke up. If tapping didn't work, some of them used small blowpipes to shoot peas at the glass, and they wouldn't leave until you were actually awake. Imagine someone standing outside your window every morning making sure you get out of bed. That was a real service. Number 3, the prince's punching bag. Back in royal families, princes were too important to be punished, so instead, another kid would take the punishment for them. This boy grew up with the prince, studied with him, and stayed close. But whenever the prince messed up, he got beaten. The idea was simple: make the prince feel bad by hurting someone he knew. But let's be honest, that probably didn't stop much bad behavior. Number 4, human leech magnet. There was a time when doctors thought removing blood could fix diseases, and for that, they needed leeches. Lots of them. So people made a living by going into muddy swamps and letting leeches stick to their skin, arms, legs, wherever. After collecting enough, they'd pull them off and sell them. So yeah, their job was literally to stand there and get their blood sucked. Number 5, real-life game piece. Now imagine being part of a giant chess game, but you're the piece. In some royal courts, people dressed up and stood on huge boards, acting as chess pieces for the emperor. You couldn't move unless told, you couldn't talk, and if your piece got taken, you had to fall over like you just died and stay there. Basically, it was theater mixed with a board game. Number 6, grave robber for science. Medical schools needed bodies to learn from, but there weren't enough legal ones. So some people turned grave robbing into a business. They would sneak into cemeteries at night, dig up fresh graves, and sell the bodies. And then things got darker. Some didn't even wait for people to die. That's how far the demand went. Number 7, the king's bathroom assistant. This one sounds like a joke, but it's not. There was a person whose job was to help the king in the bathroom, up close every day. But weirdly, this wasn't a low-level job. It was actually one of the most trusted positions in the palace. Because when you spend that much time near the king, you hear things, you gain trust, and that means power. Bonus: sin eater. Here's one extra that's even stranger. In some places, people believed sins could be transferred. So when someone died, a sin eater would be called. Food would be placed on the dead body, and the sin eater would eat it, believing they were taking on the person's sins. They were paid for it, but avoided by everyone, because people thought they were carrying the sins of the dead. So yeah, next time you think your job is bad, just remember at least you're not getting paid to be bitten by leeches or wake people up with peas.